This is the Workplace Series, Motivate Your Employees. Hi, I'm Angie. Thanks for joining me here at Life Squared.
Welcome to Life Squared, brought to you by the Perfectly Imperfect Network, from imperfect folk everywhere.
Motivate your employees. Sometimes that can be a monumental task, but we're going to give you 10 ways you can motivate your employees. Number 1, find out what they want. It may surprise you at how easy you can make that happen. Don't assume that you know or they're going to ask for the sky. It might be very simple. Number 2, promote self-esteem among all employees. It's very easy to pick out 1 or 2 and promote their their self-esteem. I encourage you not to alienate any employee. That's only going to backfire on you and your business. Number 3, be aware of your own alienating employee behaviors, because you will alienate employees. I get it. Sometimes you just got better chemistry with some employees versus others. You've got to overcome that with your own behavior. Don't alienate them, or if you see they're being alienated by other employees, try to fix that problem, because it's never good, especially in this day and age where retaliation often comes. Number 4, set goals that are realistic. If you set the goals and they're absolutely unattainable, or the chances of it happening is, 1,000,000 to 1, don't do that. Don't do that, because it backfires, it motivates no one. Number 5, recognize employees. And sometimes you got to be creative, because there are the employees that really excel. They really excel at the business or sales or, any kind of productivity. And others, they aren't as big as stars, but you still got to get creative and recognize those employees also. Sometimes you got to recognize them for something they may have done away from the business. Sometimes you got to recognize for really small accomplishments. Number 6, use actual training and development as motivators. This one is very difficult, but you need to be mature and use it as a motivator, because sometimes you will train, you will develop an employee, and they will take their skills elsewhere. That's the world. That's the changing world, and that's the risk you got to take. It's still the right thing to do, and if you are trying to hire employees, it's a great motivator. It does take a lot of maturity. I get that. Number 7, give some freedom. If you've got a group that needs to be micromanaged, then you need to make some adjustments. If you micromanage it because you need to micromanage it, get some therapy, get some help, work on that behavior, because micromanaging is never a good idea. Number 8, celebrate holidays, traditions, and anniversaries. And I'm going to say that I don't necessarily think that birthdays are a good idea. There's been a couple of lawsuits lately where people did not want their birthdays recognized, and their employer did, and they won. So I would rather you find other things to celebrate. In one of our wellness series, workplace wellness videos, we talk about just letting employees have their birthday off. Much better way. Don't bring in cakes. Don't let other employee bring in cakes, because if you forget somebody or someone doesn't want their birthday celebrated, you're in trouble, or could be in trouble, I should say. So, work anniversaries, that's usually not a problem. Create some sort of a tradition. Maybe you celebrate every month that has 5 Fridays. Get creative. But people like celebration. It is a break from the norm. Breaks from the norm also contribute to great creativity. Number 9, try to tap into the extra drive. That second wind. Try to create situations that, tap into that extra drive. Like like a runner that is almost to the finish line and they just kick in that extra drive. Try to tap into that with your employees. That last minute extra drive that pushes them into greatness. Number 10, make sure you promote for performance. I know it's very easy to just promote who you want to promote, and you've got a lot of reasons for promoting. Sometimes the best person is not who you're promoting. It does not work for motivating your other employees. Performance should dictate promotion. Keep that in mind. And if you choose to promote somebody that didn't have the performance, I'm not saying you don't have good reason, but what it will do to the morale is probably not worth it, because they see other people working harder. Maybe they're working harder. Maybe they've got better sales. They've got more productivity than the person. You are absolutely destroying morale, and you will lose employees over it, or you will have a hostile workplace. We don't want you to have a hostile workplace. I'm sure you don't want to have a hostile workplace. But what we do want to do is thank you for joining us here at Life Squared. You're making this project great. We appreciate it. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button. Tell us what you think. If you've found some creative ways to motivate your employees, let us know. We don't think of everything. We're all ears here. So, I'm Angie Lynn, and I want to thank you for joining me at Life Squared and the Perfectly Imperfect Network.
We really appreciate you joining us today at Life Squared on the Perfectly Imperfect Network. To get more content, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions or feedback, we'd love to hear from you in the comments section. Thanks for watching.